Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is a guest round from Nexo Hunter who got the Kshatriya. It's a Space 700 Ace round because Nexo really loves space and is really good in space, so this should be fun. Kshatriya is, of course, the current 4-star banner. It is a very large support with melee priority 2, unusually, and also an active guard skill different than the full armor Mark IIs. This one, I believe, still allows movement, and it protects from less overall damage than the full armor Mark IIs, but it like a lower percentage. But as you can see, the Kshatriya also has a lot of hit points. On top of which, the binders already have an active skill that reduces their the damage it takes by 50%. So yeah, it's a tank, and it's a tank with a lot of fun tricks. It's got a new set of bombard funnels, which as far as I can tell, I think just are a line of funnels that fire in a straight line, if I'm reading it right. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm glad I decided to re-record this voice track because I'm feeling better today. Arm hurts a little bit less, and I've, finally found a good pillow configuration to make me not hurt when I wake up. So, yeah, I'm a little bit more here, and being here is good in terms of, actually forming coherent sentences. Trust me. But yeah, so far so good. And yeah, it looks really good. I'd like to get it. As much as I'd also love to have that overtuning part, I just can't bring myself to throw that much money at the banner right now, especially since I think one of my solutions for long-term solutions for my neck and arm problems is going to be buying a new bed. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, just this thing has a lot of good defensive abilities, a lot of good offensive abilities, and just looks like fun. One thing I will say is that if you can aim a shot at the core, at the torso, my Hyaku Shiki, my level 4 Shiki, the 700 one, was doing 6,000 damage on a neutral swing to a Kshatriya in an AB room. So it could be it wasn't set up for melee defense. It could just be that it just takes that much damage when you can actually zero in on the chest. But regardless of how that works, that is it does have vulnerabilities like any support. It's just going to be do you have the time to space properly to hit that? And I think that a lot of that's going to depend on your team. But because it does have decent melee capabilities and a lot of weapons it can use on the move, it seems like I think the odds of sticking with your team and being able to, protect yourself are pretty good. And, man, my arm has not hurt all day, and now that I'm trying to record, it's decided it's going to do that for me. Appreciate it. But 9660 to 1920, this is going to be kind of a runaway round, I think. But a couple of minutes left until the ace is selected for just the usual reminder. And that's probably a good strategic death for Nexo. I think he's got a good chance of being the ace. But yeah, as the habitual reminder goes, at 3 minutes remaining in an ace round, an ace is chosen whose kills and assists are worth triple points, and killing it is also worth triple points. So the winning formula, which hi Spidey, would be keep your ace alive and kill the enemy ace. Just, in my opinion, in that order, but it kind of depends on the situation and who's playing. But I do feel it unwise to leave your ace unguarded, and I, also find it unwise to leave the enemy ace alone, so that's kind of the tension of the ace round right there, and figuring out what you should be doing at any given moment. And just to go into another of my very common spiels, I don't understand why people have such a hard time with target shuffling, because you're only ever doing one of those at once, and it should be obvious which one. And yet. But 3.5 minutes left, so 30 more seconds and the ace will be chosen. Yep, there go the bombard funnels. I like that. That is a totally different attack from the Zaku 4's bombard funnels, which actually involve, like bombardment because it's because it has, bombs. But I'd kind of call these barrage funnels, I think, if I had to. But it's kind of funny because the Japanese word for for the bullet hell shooter genre is Danmaku, and I'm almost certain. Yep, Nexo's ace. I'm almost certain I heard Bright use that phrase to describe, fire a barrage in an episode of Gundam. So yeah, it may be, it may translate to bullet hell, but also it may be an actual military term. Feel free to correct me on that if you have any real knowledge of, Japanese and military Japanese in specific. But I swear that's what I heard. Could be wrong. Frequently am. But yeah, 1700 to 6600, the enemy ace is an enhanced double Zeta, so that could be a problem for Nexo if his team leaves it alone for too long, but we'll see how they do. As it is, they seem to be doing a pretty good job of leaving things to Nexo to kill so far, but I can also see them, not being too particular about it just because there's so much, so much of a lead. But Nexo got that one. The enhanced double Zeta is on him. That's the other 4-star I don't have yet. The rest I've been pretty lucky with. I have at least 1 or 2 costs of the Violent Custom. I have the Dagdoll. I have the new Sazabi. I have the Moon Gundam. But yeah, enhanced double Zeta in this I have not gotten yet. Let's see, who took him down? They have 2 enhanced double Zetas. I forgot about that. Yeah, so kind of a dangerous position for Nexo to be in, but they've got enough of a lead with only 90 seconds left that it should be pretty good. The one possibility here that is, in terms of negatives, could be if Nexo's team ends up feeding all the way at the enemy base. That could be a problem, but given that the enemy ace is almost dead again, I don't see it happening. Let's see. Yeah, the points are split pretty evenly, so Nexo has kind of a long jog back, but he will make it, no doubt. And 1 minute remaining, so also something I don't often remember to mention about ace matches, but I got asked about recently is there is no mobile suit hijacking, no base bombing, and no artillery strikes in ace mode, so it is just pretty much pure combat. So that is something to keep in mind. Okay, the enemy ace is down again, so with about a 7,000 point lead, which at these costs is not actually a ton. Okay, and the basic counter is a kick. I'm pretty sure there's another one, which is probably just like, I imagine it's a whole bunch of funnels when, like all the 4-stars have a special counter when their hit points are critical. So, I like that. I like that effect. Let's see, can Nexo get another? Yes, and now, yep, that is a lot of beams and a slash. Okay, great. So yeah, we ended the round on being able to see the special counter, though through bars, but hey, that's great. And yeah, this really does look like fun. I want to get it. I will just have to trust my long-term luck and see what happens. But yeah, Nexo got 9,900 out of their 26,000 points. And let's see, their enhanced double Zeta did outdamage him, but I don't think by that much. No, 159 versus 123. And 7 kills and 2 deaths. So, yeah, good stuff. That is going to do it for today's Gundam Battle Operation 2. Thank you much, Nexo, for passing this along. And until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I might have told this story before, but my brain is mush, so bear with me. One of the things I've gotten to help with my arm, because like fine movements with the right hand really hurt right now, I have gotten myself a left-handed optical trackball. And I've been using trackballs instead of mice since we got our first computer. My mom bought an Atari trackball to use as a mouse for our Commodore 64's GEOS operating system, which was pretty much proto-Windows. I'm told that Microsoft kind of ganked a lot of GEOS for Windows, and there's still some GEOS code down in the pit of the thing. But anyway, yeah, used trackballs pretty much my entire life, but always with my right hand. So if my editing's a little wonky, if the timing of things is a little off on the next few videos, that's because I'm doing all my editing left-handed, so pardon me.